In summary, right triangles have one 90-degree angle and two acute angles. Right triangles always have one hypotenuse, the longest side, and two legs. The legs are the sides that touch the right angle. The Pythagorean theorem tells us that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. That's only true for right angles, though. We can identify the differences in right triangles and the other triangles because right triangles are the only triangles that have one side of 90 degrees angle, with the 90-degree angle. We can relate right triangles with mathematics because we get numbers, degrees, and we have to sum up and get some calculus which are done with the help of mathematics. The right angle, which is the angle that is next to the two legs, is going to be the edge of the triangle, and then this would make the first leg, the second leg, and the angle of 90 degrees, and here we would have the hypotenuse with it, which is the opposite side of the 90-degree angle.
Hello, my name is Marcelo, and in this case I will explain an example of a right triangle. First we need to see the values of the right triangle. In opposite is 9 and in adjacent is 10. We need to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse, and if we make it, its final answer is 13.45. This answer I find it from 9 to square plus 10 to the square. It equals to 181, and square root it 181, it's 13.45. After, you need to find the angles. Always in a right triangle, the sum is 180. Why? Because here in a right triangle, it's always an acute angle. That acute angle is equal to 90 degrees. So, in this case, I will use the sine rule. I don't know how to say. That is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And after this, you need to substitute. Opposite is equal to 9. And hypotenuse is equal to 13.45. You inverse sine of this, 9 over 13.45, and the answer is 42. So 90 degrees plus 42 of this, it's equal to 132. 132, sorry. Minus 180, it's equal to 48. So we already find the 2 degrees besides the 90 degrees that are 48 and 42 and the missing side. Thank you and see you next time.
Well, so now that you know the general process of solving a right triangle, let's try another example. This time we're giving two angles and one side. So I know that might seem like a very complex thing to do with a right triangle, but it's actually very much easy, because when you're giving two angles, you already know one of them is 90 degrees. And when they give you the other one, which in this case is 50, you just have to do 90 plus 50 gives you 140. Now, a whole triangle will give you 180 degrees in total, so you just take 180 minus 140, and that will give you 40. So our missing angle is going to be 40. So that's basically all the angles in the triangle at this point. So now we have to find the other two sides. So let's get going. We're going to find side B first, which is right here. Now, our first step is to notice that 90 is already connected to the side that we're already being given, which is 42 centimeters. So we do the whole 42 over sin 90, and then we equal it to sin 40, which is connected to the missing side, and then we put the question mark because that's what we're trying to find. So on the second step, we're going to pass the sin 40 over to the other fraction as a multiplication, because it's the denominator. Then on the third step, we do the whole multiplication process in a calculator. And then at number 4, our answer is going to be approximately 27 centimeters for our missing side B, which is right over here. So we're pretty much done at this point, because for the next side is basically the same process, but I'll still show you again because it's kind of different. So here we are. Now we have our 42 centimeters and our 27 centimeters, but we're missing this side and it's connected to the 50 degree angle. So let's go ahead and show the process again. So we can use the same fraction that we used before, which is 42 over sin 90. We equal it to, this time, sin 50 over the question mark, and then we do the same process. We pass sin 50 as multiplication, we do the multiplication, and that'll give us approximately 32 centimeters. Well, so now after simple work, we have a complete triangle. We have the 42 centimeters that we started with, we found the 27 centimeters, we found the 32 centimeters, and then from the 90 degrees that we were given and the 50 degrees that we were given, we were able to reach out to get 40. So that's pretty much it.